Number 10.
And we are set
Adam
for baseball
Jones.
here this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a call. Strike one. And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim.
The left fielder number 25.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hyun-Soo Kim.
Hit in the air to right field. Bautista is under this one. And that's out number 2.
Third baseman number 13, Manny Machado.
Stepping chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, I mean, to me, Washington's thought about as a pitcher's umpire. I mean, it's hard for me as a hitter to hit a ball down your knees. He loves to call the low zone, maybe even.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's a 3-up, 3-down opening. And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Devin.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Hardy's up with it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Here's the ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. One and two. Here it comes. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. On deck is Jose Bautista. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Jose Bautista. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And this is fouled at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now this is swung on and hit down to Machado at third. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We are still scoreless. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll do battle with Francisco Liriano to get the inning underway.
Number 19, Chris Davis.
Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano. Strike one.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took
a swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
1-2 now.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are two away.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Jonathan.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. And he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, look at Donaldson. Wow. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. We're back to Rogers Center following this break. Here's Kendrys Morales. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gossman.
Designated hitter, Kendrys Morales.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Under it is Machado, and he'll take it for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hardy at short. Reined in. On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here. 2 away.
Batting sixth, catcher
Russell Martin now, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and Martin's going to reach. He's got a base hit.
He gives up a single there, but he's retired 5 in a row. Man, he looks sharp to me.
Seventh, first baseman.
Here's Justin Smoak now. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200, so he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. A late swing at a slider for a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, now's when he gets nasty. He's 0-2, and you know he's got 5 pitches in his arsenal to put him away. It's almost impossible for the hitter to sit on anything.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Into the windup and the pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8. Shortstop.
Into the box now, J.J. Hardy. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Joey Rickard.
That'll bring in Joey Rickard. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a little blooper to center. Tulowitzki ranging into the outfield. 2 gone.
Now batting number 10, center fielder
Digging
Adam
in to
Jones.
try it again. Adam Jones. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Bautista has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run. So stepping in, Kevin Pillar.
Leading off for
He'll lead
Toronto,
things off here in this 1-run
fielder,
contest.
Kevin Pillar.
8-9-1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Sent out to straightaway center field. Jones is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Still early in the season, of course, but we'll give you a look nonetheless at our standings to this point in April. Now at the plate, Ezekiel Carrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He's looked great on the ball.
Ravis. pitch.
That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
In now, Devin Travis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Machado over to his left. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. It remains 1-0. Striding in once again, Hyun-Soo Kim. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Left fielder number 25, Hyun-Soo Kim.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch to first. Smoke takes it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 3.
Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch on the way. A little bouncer. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
First baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Settling in now, Chris Davis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after you and being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Fouled back. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Ready for another chance? Josh Donaldson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Donaldson.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Now here it comes. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 19.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Bautista. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scope has it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Kendrys Morales.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kendrys Morales. flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive. He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Here's another 1-2. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. Another 1-2 delivery. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Designated hitter.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Fouled straight back. Ready with another 0-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And that misses 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Carrera's there, and that's the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jonathan Schoop. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
And a good cut there, but it's chopped foul at the plate, and it's full now, 3-2. And another foul ball. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Another one sent foul. The payoff pitch one more time. Fly ball out to straightaway right. There to take it is Bautista, and he's got it for out number 2. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup over the inside corner.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. He'll try again. 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. Bautista will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. After the break, don't go away. Troy Tulowitzki will start things off. It's the Orioles 1.
Leading off for Toronto, the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki.
And he gets ahead 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Russell Martin now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 home to Martin. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, Matt, they've all seen him at this point, and clearly they're not picking him up much better. Do you see the swing on that pitch right there? Nasty.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And Martin swings and misses that time on a good pitch, and he's gone on strikes for route number 2. Here's Justin Smoke now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
And he struck him out. Down 3. Striding in once again, J.J. Hardy. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Rickard. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Lifted in the air to center field. Pilar's there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting number 10.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And that gets him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Into the box, Kevin Pilar. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
This is lined into left field, a base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
The left fielder, number 3.
Ready for another chance? Ezekiel Carrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a swing and a fly ball. Heading after it is Rickard. He grabs it, but the tying run is going to try for third. The relay, and he's safe. And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Oh-1, here's the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. In to score, the runner from third. He'll get it into second. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here.
Number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Ready for another shot now. Josh Donaldson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
The 0-1 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that'll extend the inning and give Jose Bautista a chance as well.
The right fielder, number 19.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder Hyun-Soo Kim. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Pilar. He's there and records. For 2 effort for him to this point. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Well, a good swing there by Machado, but he pulls this one foul down the line and out of play. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Very weakly on the ground. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 19.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with a hard fastball.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that is off the wall in right field. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Into the box now, Mark Trumbo. He swings and grounds it to short. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Orioles lead 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Here's Kendrys Morales. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
On its way is pitch number 75. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is under it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. And now a pitch on the way. Fouled back. Line toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down for Tulowitzki. Looks like extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Brad Brock is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Might have been the seats foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Ready once again, Justin Smoke. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And that misses for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. A high fastball is in there.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones is under it. And the inning is over. Mike Bolsinger It's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's Jonathan Scope now. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Travis has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, Patrick Wellington.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. High pop-up. Martin is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded back up the middle. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still tied 1 apiece. Digging in and looking for more, Kevin Pillar. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. Now the pitch. And a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Now the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Kim going back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away. Steve Pierce will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Michael Gibbons answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. In there at the letters 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Tough slider down low for a strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swing and a liner.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough where he could square it and keep it fair.
The next 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city.
Number 28, Steve.
Into the windup and the pitch. Joey Rickard is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And the pitch. A foul tip right into the glove of Martin as he's able to hang onto it to record the strikeout. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Swing and a miss on the slider. Nothing in 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit.
Well, that wasn't a very good pitch to hit, but there's a lot of hits up the middle. Dropped a bad head on it, stayed with it, and just took it back up the box.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting outfielder, Hyun-Soo Kim. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Orioles lead it by 2 now, 3-1.
Well, he clearly didn't miss that pitch. He's so strong. If you look at the extension on that ball, he just really muscled up all the ballpark when it comes down to it.
Into the windup and the pitch. Manny Machado comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
1 out, nobody on. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. To short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. On to first, and there were 2 down.
First baseman number 19.
Digging in once again, Chris Davis. Last time through was a base hit. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Way out in front. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fouled back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. One last shot for the Jays coming up. It's now 3-1 Baltimore. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. Zach Britton is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Now pitching for the Orioles.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Jose Bautista. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for the sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you. He's forcing you to look somewhere else.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Castillo recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Bautista is retired. 2 down now. Now at the plate, Kendrys Morales. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. A shot down the first baseline. And Davis will just watch this go by. It's a fair ball.
Well, Matt, that was a huge at-bat. He gets the single right here. There's 2 out in the ninth, and it brings the tying run to the plate.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He doubled his last time through. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
The 1-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Rickard going back on it to the track, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Line scored tonight.
Now from Progressive Field here in Cleveland, MLB The Show has Thursday night baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Indians baseball comes your way next. Josh Tomlin gets the ball for the Indians in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes. He dominates. He mixes speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
Melky Cabrera is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, Matt, Joey Mack's been pretty good. He's a standard, basic umpire. Doesn't miss a whole lot. At the end of the day, though, he's pretty ordinary.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Here it comes, 2-0. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
First 2 batters of the game, you get leadoff double, and then you get a single. The first and third are setting up pretty. Man, this could be a long day for the pitcher.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He swings and grounds it to short. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI hit right there and puts them ahead in this ball game. If they can keep a lead, get to that bullpen, they got a shot to win this game.
Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. From the belt, kicks and deals. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Line drive to left. Brantley is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down. So here is Avisail Garcia, and he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get 1 run in, and now you have 2 other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
Now both runners are breaking. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Naquin is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Cody Ashe, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. As a look, now the pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, here's Carlos Santana now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball, the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, that was a heck of an at bat. Worked the count full. Pitcher thought for sure he'd be looking fastball. He got a breaking ball, stayed with it, and got the base hit. That's about as good as it's going to get right there.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here comes the 1-0. And that one stayed up a little high.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
From the belt, the pitch. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. So here's Francisco Lindor now. Pitch taken for a strike. And he'll just put the tag on him, and he's out trying to steal home.
Oh, man, that was a total train wreck. I don't know if it was a straight steal of home or if the batter missed the sign, but it's never a good look to run into an out like that from third. We'll see if that comes back to bite them in the end.
One out and a runner on third. And that misses 1-1.
Hey, runner on third, sac fly situation, right? Two pitchers down. Really good job of patience trying to get a pitch that he can lift into the air to drive that runner home.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. set, and the 1-2 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. So a run batted in there on the double as they've come back to tie the game at 1 in the opening frame. Edwin Encarnacion now. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Well, pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in. To me, it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, one thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Hit on the ground to third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Another payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Michael Brantley is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
That's in there. Base hit. Lindor is on his way home. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning, and your starter has already given him 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough where he could square it and keep it.
Dribbled in. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Omar Narvaez.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Gomes has it, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. Play Tyler Saladino. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, here's how the Indians line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And behind the plate, Yan Gomes. You know, he calls one of the best games in baseball. He's got a great pitching staff to work with. But the thing I like about him, he will throw to different bases, and he can only do that because he's got such good footwork.
Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Tim Anderson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That's a nice job of getting ahead right there. This is a tough situation he's in. He's going to have to use all his pitches to get out of this jam. That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit, even though it's a tough situation.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And he's safe. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Well, that's a nice hit. We're right back where we started with that RBI base hit. The game is tied.
Melky Cabrera is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Out in front as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Moving under it, Chisenhall makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 3-2 ball game.
The first baseman.
Ready for another chance? Jose Abreu. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Now the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Chopped weakly up the first base line, but that one rolls foul. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Squared that one up just a little late.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Again, a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This guy's a good hitter. He's seen a lot of pitches already, fouling balls off. But as the pitcher, I got to keep throwing him strikes. And if he hits it, hopefully it's at somebody.
Another try at 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Chisenhall back. He makes the catch. What a play on the run. Here it comes on 0-2. And another foul ball.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had the honor of the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
Ready with another 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Eric Gonzalez.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. One out, nobody on. Oh, 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. In now, Tyler Naquin. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
Matt, he's 1 pitch away from striking out the side. Now that's a shutdown inning. Your team gets your runs, and then you go.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's Todd Frazier now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
White Sox, third baseman.
And that's dead center for strike 1. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Fouled back.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brantley has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. The relay, the tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play.
For Chicago.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Cody Ashe. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Strike 2.
2 tough pitches. Looking at both of them, they're both the same pitch, it looks like, in the same location. He just wasn't ready for it. You got to be ready for anything now.
Good waist pitch. 1-2. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue. At least one more batter.
He just sports that ball up the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Omar Narvaez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Brantley posts under it, and that's the third out.
Leading off with a Tribe, first baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup over the inside corner. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Narvaez finds it, and he makes the throw to first. Santana is retired, and there's 1 away.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Abreu in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Francisco Lindor. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. 1-0. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line to the right side. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the. And here's Tyler Saladino. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Tyler Saladino.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Ramirez is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Center fielder number 44.
Settling in now, Peter Borges. He singled his last time up. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Tim Anderson. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. 1-1.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
And there's ball 2 now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Frazier is there for it. 1 down.
Left fielder number 23.
Striding in once again, Michael Brantley. He reached on a single in his first try. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Well, he really struggled in the first inning. Say struggled is kind. He really had a bad first, but man, he's made a nice adjustment now and is really starting to dominate this game. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Here's another 0-2. A little bouncer. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit in the air to center field. Borges is there, and the inning is over. Down in order go. Here's Melky Cabrera. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Left fielder.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Pulled toward right center field. Naquin is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch.
First baseman number 79.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Todd Frazier now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and no one will get this one. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like he did right here. Nice job.
Garcia.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Lined into center field. That's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
A little 2-out rally going on right now. Back-to-back base hits, and now your runners at first and third. And let's see, maybe they'll try to steal a run here. And there's a lot of things that can still happen with 2 outs in the inning.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here's Cody Ashe. Get hard back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Oh, they're playing small ball this inning, Matt. Back-to-back singles.
Ready once again, Omar Narvaez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes. Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. Nick Wooden's under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. White Sox pick up just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The White Sox lead this one 4. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the 1st inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Abreu has room in foul territory. 1 away.
The batter, number 9.
And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cabrera will wait on it. And that's out number 2.
The batter.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2. Striding in once again, Tyler Saladino. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Tyler Saladino. Kids grades K through 8 can join the official Indians High Achievers Kids Club and earn great Indians rewards, all for doing well in school. Club members also receive priority at Sunday Kids Fun Day activities. For information on how to become an Indians High Achiever Kids Club member, visit us online at Indians.com.
Carlos Frias is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Carlos Frias.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. This is skied out toward right. Chisenhall over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 44.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. High in the air out to center field. Naquin has a beat on it. Oh, what happened there? It falls in. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, clearly he's not setting changeup with that swing. I like the early changeup. Now it sets up your fastball and all your other off-speed stuff, because now the changeup, anything's faster than that. He's got him off balance now.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Tim Anderson sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. In now, Melky Cabrera, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit to short. Lindor is there. Throw on to first, and that air. Won't come back to haunt him after. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Carlos Santana.
This is in the air out to right. Garcia has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready for another chance. Jose Ramirez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow. I love to watch a guy who's not afraid to move a hitter's feet. You work inside like that, all of a sudden guys aren't likely to dive out over the plate.
Saladino takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Digging in once again, Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Into the windup and the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
You know, it's not often a guy sits in a count 0-2 and gets a base hit, and the pitcher still feels like 0-2, I got a battle. But that was the case here as he battled back and got a hit down 0-2.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A runner on first with 2 away. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Now another 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. 1 left for the Tribe. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back here in Cleveland, White Sox on top in this one. But before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Ready for another shot now. Jose Abreu. He'll be tasked with starting.